future is now.
All right, so guys, I just want to say again, right off the rip and on tape, I apologize. I showed up early, and then I had to leave for an hour because I forgot something. That's what you get. If I show up early, I'm going to forget shit.
That's showbiz, baby.
Yeah. So again, my apologies for that. I want to say thanks to Madam Radar and welcome Madam Radar to the room here. We're at the Historic Heights Theater, and y'all came in today specifically to give us an exclusive performance, and then we got a lot to talk about because you're going to be back here at the Heights Theater in less than a week. And then Friday, May 16th, the big day for Madam Radar. How are y'all looking forward to it? And how are y'all sitting like 48 hours out from the release of the new record?
It's exciting. It's a little stressful, but we're doing what we can with what we can. You know, I feel like we've been working really hard. I'm going to give this microphone to someone else.
We really are excited. We started working on this project in January, and right before we went into the studio, we recorded 4 of the 12 songs that made it onto the album. We wrote 4 brand new songs in January that made it onto the album, and no one has heard them, and we're really excited to share them. And this new album has 12 songs, including Roll On, which you just heard. And it will be out into the world Friday. Can you believe it?
It's crazy.
And it's called Motel, again, from Madam Radar. What's the vibe of this album? Do you guys feel like, and ladies, do you feel like it builds on what you've done since the last album that came out in 2022?
Absolutely. I think this is kind of us flexing our muscles a little bit. We really just found the things that we've been getting really good at, and we really utilized all of those tools in this album. We've become a really big vocal band, and that's really fun, and that's something we wanted to showcase on this album. And this album's kind of a themed album in a way. It's called Motel, but it's all songs from the road, about being on the road or the people you meet in your travels. And it's really just a love letter to all of our travels over the last 10 years being a family band.
So let's talk about the dynamic of the band real quick. I heard earlier that you two on my left end are married.
Yes, sir. I'm Cody Lee. This is Violet Leah. We are married as of last October. On the end over there is my sister, Kelly Green, and this is her husband, Jace. They've been married since, 2017, 2016?
So it is a family band.
Oh, yeah.
I love that. So at what point did something fall?
He's got a phone in his butt crack. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I was like, is something attacking you down there or what? Walk me through like how y'all figured out that the 4 of you could sing so well together and harmonize so well together. Like where does that come from? When did that start?
Oh man, part of it, like there's sibling harmony in the band. That's always, I feel like, a big part of it. These 2 just have insane voices as it is, and then she and I are both kind of classically trained in music to a degree, so harmony is kind of our game. And I think when we utilize that together, and having the range of voices we have, Jace can have that big, deep voice, but he can also come up to the rafters when he needs to. I'm the same way. I can sing way up high. And the girls, their voices just blend like butter. So between the 4 of us, it just stacks so well.
Yeah, and it's going to be amazing here. We did get 1 song exclusive performance just now here in the upstairs bar of the Heights Theater. But this room is amazing. This is an incredible room, and I can only imagine how great it's going to sound when you guys take the stage next week here at the Heights Theater. I'm assuming you're going to play a lot of the new album, Motel. Again,
we're going to play it front to back even.
Front to back, the whole album?
We're giving you the whole shebang.
Nice.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Again, Madam Radar, my guest this week. Before we go too deep, and I know we're on a little bit of a schedule here because of my faux pas earlier, but let's rewind just a little bit. I wanted to touch on this. Y'all were originally called the Texas KGB?
That's right.
Is that a reference to the KGB?
It stood for Kelly Green Band.
Okay.
Yeah, originally, my husband and I were
these guys are like some Russian outlaw offset.
You know, we're not Russian, but we were in a hurry.
Yeah.
Jace and I were in a band together, and I guess I was kind of, even then I don't feel like I was the lead person because we've always been a team, but he was kind of pushing me to the forefront of the group. And when my brother joined the band, the dynamic already started to shift. And then when Violet joined the band, we realized that the whole band dynamic had changed. We're really a four-headed dragon, and we wanted a name that felt like a band name because we're not just Kelly and the Somebodies or Jason the Somebodies or Cody and the Somebodies or Violet and the Somebodies. We are Madam Radar. We are a family band, and we love community. We love team sports, and we really wanted that to shine through in the name and in the music.
I love that. So tell me a little bit more real quick about Madam Radar. Like, where did that come from? What does it mean?
Well, we went through a bunch of names, but I just want to start off by if you notice, Madam and Radar, same number of letters, and they are palindromes, so it's the same backwards and forwards, and I really do think that, and that represents us too, because two guys, two girls, just very symmetrical,
A lot of balance,
a lot of
yeah.
balance.
I like that.
I just wanted to say that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like she said, we went through hundreds of awful names. We were just talking yesterday, like there was one show, my mom's gonna hate me for this, one of our fans kissed our mother, and we were like, oh, that no good, Mama Kisser, and we were like, Mama Kisser, that's kind of fun. We're like, Mom, what do you think if we name our band Mama Kisser? And she's just like, please don't do that. So we're like, okay,
I know,
maybe
because she
not.
was afraid that we would tell the story over and over again if we named the band Mama Kisser.
Yeah.
And
lo
you're
behold-
still telling it,
Yeah.
even though that's
Sorry,
not
Mom.
your name.
Sorry, Mom.
I love it. Again, Madam Radar is here Friday the 16th. Motel comes out. Let's talk about it real quick. What you said earlier that you alluded to something earlier that made me feel like the album title, the record was more than the album title. Tell me about Motel, the album title, and then tell me about those collections of songs.
Yeah, so Violet and I had originally written 2 songs kind of within, like, I want to say the same week. And I think I might have played mine first. And she said, you know, I actually just wrote a song with a very similar theme. And we started playing them kind of together. And they both really grew on us. And we picked up a new manager back in September. And he said he immediately wanted to get us back in the studio and do a new album. And we were like, actually, we kind of have been slowly piecing this together, even not realizing we were. And we were like, oh, this is going to be a cool theme. And a long time ago, when Jason and I were in the band before the Texas KGB, we were in a band called Jason Lee, which was a band with my dad. We were on the road, and I had a really bad cell phone, but if I would cover the flash, it would take a cool picture. It looked almost like a filter before those even existed. And it was a picture of this old 77 Ford Chateau that we traveled the country in, and it's the photo was taken in Cheyenne,
Wyoming.
Yeah, at the Outlaw, and it's actually the album cover now because it's just, you know, humble beginnings, really. But it's really just it's a callback to the beginning of our story and how far we've come, you know, to look at that image. So
I love that. I love the little bit of nostalgia there. And I also think that, you know, I think we should point out, I'm going to point it out, you know, you have come obviously a long way because you're fresh off of selling out shows in Austin, but you are also, did I get this right? And I hate to say it, but like the first local band to play the Moody Center in Austin?
Yeah, we got the privilege to open up for Bon Jovi. It was the first week that the venue was even open, and yeah, they had us. It was insane. They told us 3 days before the show. They were like, "Oh, surprise! You know, Bon Jovi's doing local acts for this entire tour, and they picked you off the short list." And we were like, "Whoa, this can't be real!" I know, right? Yeah, we were completely blown away. And then we get in there, and it's a 15,000 seat arena, and you're just looking out like, "Okay, here we are. We can survive on this stage. We can survive anywhere."
Yeah, that's so awesome and so cool for you guys. Again, going to be a special night here next week at the Heights Theater. Again, Friday is going to be a big day for you guys, May 16th, depending on when you're seeing or hearing this. The album is out. It's called Motel. It's going to be available, again, May 16th of this year. And Madam Radar is back here at the Heights Theater next week. What's the date on that show?
May 22nd.
May 22nd.
Yeah, Thursday, May
here
22nd.
in Houston. Any surprises other than playing the full album? I guess we got to that. I mean, was that a surprise?
Yeah, we have a special guest with us named Garrett J. Brown. He'll be playing some keys and some percussion and guitar to fill it in with us, to make it sound a little closer to the album. And we're also playing with our good buddies, the West Texas Exiles. They'll be there double billing with us that night. And there's a pretty good chance we'll all get up together and just go wild on that stage at the end of the night.
I love it, man. West Texas Exiles, those guys are great too. I'm gonna try to be here. I'm either gonna catch you here in Houston or at the show at the Kessler Theater in Dallas. So they look out for that too, depending on where you're seeing this. Before we wrap it up, I know again we're on a time crunch here, but I like to always ask artists, Texas questions. The show is called Sounds Like Texas. So why don't each of you or one of you finish this sentence. You know you're in a Texas band when?
When you find a snake in your boot.
When the green room has barbecue.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
When you walk in for load-in and a song goes on and they go, "This is my song," and the entire bar sings, "Roll on Highway."
Yeah, I don't have a good one.
One-way street, gotta make my way, gotta find my feet, 'cause I'm all dressed up and I got to go. Got a long hard day and a sold out show. I could not have, would never have it another way. Yeah. Early mornings and late hot nights, never let 'em say you ain't doing it right. 'Cause losers lose and winners win. It's our time to choose. Gonna shed this skin. I could not have, would never have it another way. Yeah. Get in, we're going, we are going all of the way. Fly higher, fly higher, fly higher, fly higher. Old flat town on a one-way street. Gotta make my way, gotta find my feet, 'cause I'm all dressed up